finally got here. I was about to stream a minute ago, but it didn't actually appear for me on the browser. So it was streaming, but I couldn't see it. But that's okay. It's always a bit of a struggle the first time. So here we are. Richard, good to see you. You caught the notification for it actually properly went live, which also means you weren't the only one. There's going to be a bunch of people that saw that and thought, "Ooh, that's weird." So something I was trying to avoid, but needless to say, that's it. I think I've modded you as well, by the looks of it. But yes, I will be working on Disarray because that's what I needed to do. Oh, you got the sec. Okay. Can you hear me okay? That is another thing. Is the quality okay? Yes, you have the spanner. And is my volume okay? Because I don't actually, probably should have been something I tested, but I didn't. So, marvelous. That's good then. So I'm going to be working on Disarray because I need to get that done. And I'm sure, as you know, Richard, it has been, it's been a while. I think it's been 2 years? 2020. Okay, that's great. It has been over 3 years since my last book, which is just, isn't that fantastic? Really, really good going. What have I been doing for 3 years? Hello, Emma. You're right. How's your evening going? I need to actually position this chat a little bit better. Let's swap that around. Swap that around over there. And that is a little bit better. Emma is a proper... Oh, no. More of an author than I am, that's for sure. You are, Richard, as well. You've beat me. I've still just got the single book out, haven't I? So, hey-ho. I'll get there eventually if I can actually get myself into gear. But that remains to be seen. Well, hence the live streams, right? This is why I want to do them, so I can actually get on and actually do some work. But we will see. But no, I can't believe that's actually been over 3 years now since the last book, which means by the time I get Disarray out, that's going to be next year, and then that'll be 4 years, and that will be far too long. And then if I then put into that means my third book, if it's on the same sort of scale, is going to be it's going to be like in 2028. That's disgusting. That makes me feel ill. That's not good. I don't want that. We don't want that. I need to actually hurry myself up and be more of a machine with my writing. But that remains to be seen. Hopefully I can get on better now with it. But I don't know. I just seem to take my sweet time, don't I? Yeah, that's right. It's not planned, Richard, I promise. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm hoping. I want to speed up because editing's great. We all know editing's great, but it's kind of getting a little bit old. You know, spent so much time editing, and I want to do writing instead. Which, yeah, I know some people will be like, oh, you know, start more than one project at the same time, but I don't really know whether I can do that. So I'd rather just try and just focus and get these ones done, and then I can, you know, do a different project, which I still don't know what I'm going to be doing after this. But again, given the timescale, there's no point even thinking that that I can write other genres when I still have these series to actually finish off. So one thing at a time. Hello, Grace. How are you this evening? Hi there. It's good to return to this video. Look forward to doing some words. Hey, nice one. What do you write, Grace? What's your genre? I'm going to be working on Disarray because that's the thing I've been working on, as I was saying a second ago, for far too long, and I need to finish it because it's not going to finish itself. But I'm hoping this will be the round of editing where once I've done this round, I can then give it out to beta readers for some feedback, which I did trick Richard into doing previously. He thought he was a beta reader. Turns out he was an alpha reader. So I do apologise for that, Richard. But hey, I'm sure you won't mind reading it again, right? Right. I'm doing well. Yeah, and up fancy. Yeah, first draft. It's always first draft's always a bit of it's fun. I do love writing it, but you end up learning that you just have to, at least for me, you just write any old stuff down on the page, and you can deal with it later once you've got that all sort of planned. Well, not planned. Plans are too much of a strong word, but just sploshed out on the page, and then you can go back and sort of piece it together a little bit. Well, that's how I wrote the second book a little bit quicker, but clearly my editing stage has just undone all of the speed that I had writing the second book. So that's kind of undone itself now, which is a little bit of an issue. But that's okay. That happens. But no. Yeah, you do. You do. And you can sell that alpha copy for millions, mate. Maybe if that won't happen. But sure, you can keep it. Yeah, fix it later. Yeah, that's always what I tend to be. So I'll make sure I'm not missing any comments here. That's the yeah. No, think of future me and editing goes. What the heck is this past me? Yeah. There were some times like you're reading it and some chapters I'm like, wow, I'm actually pretty good. Like I'm not bad. I'm not a bad writer. And then you go to the next bit and you're thinking, yeah, you're thinking, what planet were you on when you wrote this? Because it doesn't fit in, it makes no sense, and has just no relevance whatsoever. It seems to be a mix, and I seem to do both, and I like to think I'm an underwriter, but clearly when I get to these bits, when there's just like a big chunk of waffle, I've clearly overwritten on something in particular, and it's usually quite niche as well. It's like when you do your research on like certain little bits, like what did I have? I've got dams and generators. I've just, in this one, like talking about how a generator works, like literally the most boring thing in the world. But I wanted to know how to actually do that, so my character could do it properly. But then obviously on the edit, you then strip back all the components. But yeah, I guess it's part of the course. Tends to be how it goes. But at least with each edit we do, it gets that little bit closer. So we'll get there. We'll get there. And don't judge your past self. It's okay. You're allowed to write absolute waffle because it's fine. Generated both. Yeah, kill me, Tate. Something like that. I actually don't remember. Funny enough, I remember at the time, and yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, leave typos and error. Yeah, mine's full of them. I mean, less so now. It's usually everything else is good, but then if I add that little bit extra through the current edit, then there's a chunk of new writing that I haven't then read properly, and then that has the error in. So it's like most of it's on like draft 3, then the new chunks are back to draft 0 or 1 quality sort of writing. So it tends to be you just keep going around and round, don't you? So I don't know. We'll see, but we're getting there. Yeah, I don't think future me ever. I don't know. It never happens the other way around, does it? I'm always leaving stuff for future me, but future me never helps out past me. So it's just the way a cookie crumbles, mate. It's a shame, but hey ho. Better past me. Escape a cool way. Ah, yes, that's. I really. Yeah, I've done that. I don't do that often, but I do that. I've done it a couple times, and clearly, yeah. Escape in a cool way, or right shizzle here. Like, could I have at least left some details? Because maybe at the time I might have had something roughly in my mind, but going back to it when you're completely out of kilter is just what do you expect me to write, past Dan? What do you want me to write? Why didn't you put more detail in? But it's fine. Yeah, I at least write like a sentence or two now about what I think should go there, and then maybe put in little brackets, flesh it out later, sort of thing. So I'm better at it. Otherwise, it'd be the start of the book. It'd be like, write book here, and then that's future me. But no, it obviously not that bad. Oh dear. But yes, I'm actually thinking back to that's actually the thought of book 3 has disturbed me, thinking that I've taken this long to write book 2, and if it really does take me another 3 years, 2026 or 2027 makes me feel a little bit sick in terms of where I'm at. So I need to seriously hurry up. But yes. Right. Okie doke. So I'm going to be doing editing. Grace is getting some words in. Richard, what are you up to? Richard, I didn't mod you to put links of my book in my chat. But thank you. You can always put links to your own book instead. Yes, what are you going to be doing, Richard, besides linking my book? And what about you, Emma? Are you up to anything this evening? All right, it's kind of getting a little bit late. I was planning on starting this earlier, but the whole setup. This is my first live stream, by the way, Grace. In case I guess you said you've only just subscribed, so you might not have known. But yeah, this is my first one, so it took a little bit of tinkering to actually get to this point, and now I'm here, and it's 11:30. So you'd probably squeeze in an hour or two, and get a little bit further along with it. But well, I was going to have an early night. You can have an early night, mate. Don't let me stop you. I can. Where's Emma? Let's do that. There we go. Have the power. Right. So I have made a timer. Oh, I know. Woo. But it's only one time, so we're stuck with that time, unless obviously I venture onto the internet. But yeah, exactly. Who needs sleep? What day is it today? Saturday. I knew it was Saturday without looking at my phone. Of course I did. Who needs sleep on a Saturday, mate? Saturdays for staying up late, going out or staying in, doing writing, hardcore writing. You know, that's the sort of stuff I'm into. Yeah, my poor old heart. Yeah, you're not that old, mate. You're not that old. You can't pull that yet. You're far too young. Right, okay. So, where am I on here? So, that is, sorry, I'm just making sure. Well, I thought I almost knocked my drink over then. That was scary. My drink, right, okay. This, I don't know whether this is called something. Or maybe it's just me, to be fair. 8:30 in the morning, and I'm coffee in hand. I'm coffee in hand, and it's 11:30 in the evening. So, coffee's coffee at any time of the day. Where are you from? Where it's 8:30 in the morning? That's quite the time difference. And yes, Emma, you have the power. What was I going to say? I was going to say something related to coffee. I have my coffee mug. I'm going to move it actually now. So my coffee mug was in a slightly different place to normal, and I've just looked at it and just freaked out because it sounds really weird. This is such a boring story. I'm going to tell it anyway. It's not even a story. It's just a thing that just happened. It was in a slightly different place, and me realizing it was in a slightly different place gave myself a heart attack because I thought and ran through the idea that I could have just knocked it over my computer. But I didn't because I'd seen it there. So obviously that was never going to happen because I've just seen that it was in a different place to where it was usually in. So I don't know, is that normal that you just freak out? Like there was nothing wrong with the mug being there. I've moved it now. It's lower down, but it caught me off guard that I put it somewhere else. I'm chatting absolute. I don't know. I just panicked slightly at the different. So we'll leave that there. Yeah, Australia. Wow. Okay. I don't plan on going to bed. Yeah. Yeah. You know, saying that, Richard, I kind of. I mean, the coffee's almost all gone, to be fair. So yeah, look, it's in my displaced mug. I forget. I just use this mug all the time. It's not. I don't like having go. Look, I've got my own mugs made. I'm an author. That's just pretentious. However, I got so many made. This is so stupid. I got so many made that I just use them as my normal mugs, and I forget. So I'm drinking at it, and then someone. It was at work the other day. I was drinking out of my work mug, and they're like, "Oh, you drink out of your own book mug? Wow!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've never actually thought of it like that." So I don't mean it pretentiously, like or howeverly. It's a mug. I kind of forget, and I have so many of them that I know. That's how well the book done, right? I've just got stacks of mugs up because mugs and books don't go hand in hand, or do they? I don't know. You can have a coffee whilst drinking I don't know. Now I'm really starting to. Okay. Right. I use mine as a pen holder. Wow. I don't. How much should I be? My reaction. I don't know whether to be insulted or impressed or, just that's such a wonderful use. Thank you. Have you ever used it as an actual mug, Richard? Please tell me once, maybe. Please tell me for that. And you link it to my coffin. Don't think to my no. I've fallen off of Earth the past year, so don't go linking to my stuff, Richard. It's okay. It's all good. But anyway, we should probably actually do a sprint because I have not drawn counterfeit because I don't want to drop or damage it. Yeah, you're not that clumsy. Come on, mate. Or wash the mate. I've got to say mate loads. Mine has been in the dishwasher like not 1,000 times. Clearly not. It has been in it like I don't know how many times. Hundreds, just hundreds. We don't need a number, and it's fine. Trust me. You can put it in the dishwasher. You can wash my hand. It won't. It has been like kiln dried to like 1,000,000 degrees several times. So it's a fairly baked mug as far as they go. So the decals on it or whatever they're called, the print won't fall off. So yeah, nothing to worry about in that sense. Yes. Yeah, well, I say plenty. I have far less of the big mugs than I do of the little ones. The little ones, I have a fair amount. The actual larger ones, I still have a few, but they're like because they're handmade. They're all like not weird, but each shape is different. So obviously the good ones are kind of been distributed out, and it's the other ones that perhaps they're a little bit funky looking. I think one even makes a noise unintentionally. It kind of whistles. But yes, right. I need to do some work. You don't have to do any work, Richard. You can go to bed. But yeah, right. Okay. I'm going to start my timer. It is 20 minutes, so I will be back in 20 minutes. So if this works, this could be another thing where it won't work. So we'll see. Right, that was 20 minutes. Hello, Ivan. How is your evening or morning or day going? We have just done our first sprint and I did not do amazingly. I decided to go away and make another coffee, so that was half the time gone. How did... Richard, are you still awake? You should be going to sleep, mate. Not staying up, but did you get any work done? Any editing on? Was it Price? Oh God, you're gonna kill me. Price Wars, of course. Price Wars. No, you're gonna have to help me out there, mate. Price Wars is out. Feel free to drop a link in the chat because it's well worth a read. No, I can't think of the name. That's so bad. I'm so sorry, mate. I was mostly talking to... right, chit-chatting away. Fair enough. Right. Yeah, you editing your second book in that series. Price what? The Colour of Money. Okay. Okay, so it is Price 4. That's why I could. It was something extra at the end. Okay. I'll let myself off on that. I think it did 200 words. Nice. That's good. Good little chunk. I would do the math on that per minute, but I'm not going to because it's the wrong end of the night. But yeah, I'm editing. How do you measure editing? By page. I done. Oh man, I did like half a page of editing. Pass me a left gap. So no words. Okay. Past you strikes again. Fair enough. It's just one of those things that needs to be done. But I mean, surely if you're filling in those gaps, that's kind of words added in a way, if not directly. Right. So yeah, what's it? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat now. Plot twist: Dan drinks decaf. Yeah, that would actually be the sensible thing to do, to trick myself into thinking, ooh, caffeine. But no, sadly, this is not decaf because I don't know why. I don't know. I assure you, drinking at midnight coffee is not the usual way. However, I want to get some stuff done, and if I judge it by how my previous track record is gone with this 20 minutes, I've done half a page of editing, if that. That's just terrible. Past me is the absolute worst. Yeah. I'd like to say that past you gets better over time, but I don't know. Past me is always still a pain. I don't think it ever changes. I'll just start edit. Actually finishing Platinum Novella. Put it up. Palette cleanser. And what genre is this, mate? What's See, I would like to be able to do that. To just you have your project and then you just switch and do something else. And I know maybe if I force myself, I could do that, but I don't know whether that's my jam. I don't know. I feel like I have a very basic brain where I need to just do one thing at a time, and that's it. But clearly, that doesn't make me any faster. So, hey ho. Never mind. Thriller set in America. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice. You know how to write thrillers, to be fair. You know how to set that creepy sort of tone, in what was it? Can I think of the book? Nightmare Tenant. Good book, that. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Right. Yeah. No. Right. What was I doing? No. Yeah. So I'm editing half a page, but it's the only place in the book where I've kind of... I don't want to say it out loud because it sounds really bad, but I've kind of info dumped. I mean, I'm about a third of the way through, and a character picks up a letter, and obviously in the letter there's some convenient stuff to actually say. And I just, I don't like to info dump, but in this letter are obviously some key points that are, not integral to the story, but I don't know. Yeah, but Richard, it's I've got a little. It's a letter already written, so it's like, how do you like? It's from someone who's dead. You know, they're gone, but there's a letter, and it's a very handy letter. So it's about I'm finding the balance of making the letter believable that someone would write it and that they wouldn't just go, oh, well, I was just thinking about all of this really irrelevant stuff. Or like some of it's relevant, but also I'm just going to jot down the fine details because I want to. Said no one ever. So I'm picking bits out that I think I can put more naturally in other places. I will still have the letter, but you know, it's just I don't know. It's the thing with editing, right? I'm looking at it like I don't like it. However, I need something like that, and I need to just pick out some of these key points and make the letter more. I don't know. Make it more natural, and I will just have to. I don't know. Accept that some of these things can't be written in it, and put them somewhere else more natural. So another round of editing, I'm sure it seems to be. But that I've just seemed to be stuck. I really thought I was just going to fly through that bit, but apparently not. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just talking at myself, essentially, convincing myself that it's okay. Really, I'll deal with it. What we got? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nightmare Tenant. Yeah, excellent book by Richard Holiday. 10 out of 10. Everyone should go read that. So those if it was needed when don't show me. Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. The letter, like it has the information, and then you go, oh yeah, cool, that makes sense. But then it's like, would the person who's written this actually sit down and write this letter? And the current answer that is screaming at me is no, they would not write this letter. They would write a letter, but it wouldn't be like this. So clearly I have something to work on. Again, to work on. Anyway, where are we now? Do you want no? Finished watching The Dark Crystal. So I have sound on, but the phone wouldn't let me write in chat, so I moved on to laptop. The commitment. Thank you, Emma. Dark Crystal, I presume. Is that a series? I feel like that's a series. I think I've heard of it. Is it? This is gonna. I don't know. Is it the weird one that's like with puppets, or am I just completely going in the wrong direction there? I could be. I don't really know my stuff when it comes to that. I feel like it is though. That might be something else. Anyway. Oh, my thoughts. Do not let that in. Well, you know, it's Richard. It's like the third round of editing. It's got to be perfect at some point. And I'm also sitting here thinking, how has past me not thought about this section before? How have I gone over this and got, yeah, that's fine? Or did past me go, you know what? That can be a problem later when I have less things to worry about. And here we are, less things to worry about. And now I have to fix my issue. Fix my issue? Fix the book's issue, not my issue. I guess it is my issue. I go, rambling now. Right. Diggers over the far away. Show don't tell. Storytelling after all. Yeah. It says directed by Jim Henson. It was the film. It was the film. We watched the series. Am I right? Is it the puppet one? You haven't said them wrong. So now I'm thinking that it might be it might not even be puppets. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore me. Anyway, yeah, no, I kind of want to know now. You know what? I'm just going to type it in. Screw it. I forgot what it's called. Idiot. I immediately opened up a new tab and I just... Oh, Crystal. It is the puppet one. They're not puppets, are they? I don't know what they are. Anyway, yeah, that was stupid. I can't believe I opened a new. Yeah. How can you watch? Yeah, it's not my thing. Not my jam. That is totally. I don't know. Doesn't look. It's just not my cup of tea or coffee. It's a balance, right? Sure, it's a super pacing and attachment to story. Showing creative more attachment, but slow, telling is fast. Yeah, which is why I will. Yeah, I'll carve out bits. I'll still have the letter, but it will be a more natural written letter instead of just a block of info. Muppets Christmas Carol. I love that. I actually watched that last year for the first time in about sure, like 10 years maybe, with Michael Caine, I think, in it, of course. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that film. It'd been too long since I'd watched it last. Yeah, and you did make me work for that. Yeah. Well, at least I knew it was the puppet thing, right? That's good enough. But I haven't seen either, and I had no idea there was a film as well. So I'm guessing you can't tell the difference in what am I saying here? In age between the two series and movies, if the movie's filmed with the same puppets. Again, I don't actually know what they are. Puppets as the series, or maybe it's like a total reboot. I don't know what I'm chatting about. I don't know. Ignore me. Right. Hey ho. Right. Well, Emma, seeing as you finished up your series, does that mean you're doing work, or are you going to bed? Because it is getting rather late. He says as he sips his coffee. Right. Anyway, I think it's time for another 20. Oh, you actually, that's it. You were very kind about my timer. It's like, yeah, you guys are aware that I only have one timer, so it's only just one solid block of 20 minutes, and that's all we get. There's no 25, there's no 15. It's all just 20 minutes solid every single time with the same animation. I know. And if you ask me how I made it, I actually don't really remember because people know my story with fiber. At the last place, I just had fiber, then had to move. In the last place, fiber was just rolling out in the area, so I got hyped and made all these like bits and bobs, like the timer, and then we moved again. So I made it back then. I don't know, probably like 9-10 months ago. God, the year's really cracking on. So I think it was in After Effects, and it's not that fancy. I reused assets from. What did I reuse? Yeah, come on, Dan, spit it out. It's clearly the time. I need more caffeine. I reused assets from so it got the Displaced soundtrack. It has a lyric video that I made, and I used the background from that for the background, and then just added in the times. So no, I think you know what I think. I think I have the project file somewhere. I just haven't looked for it because I could probably just type in 25 and then render out another one, and I'll have a 25 one. But I mean, then they're all going to be exactly the same and all look the same. So is that boring? I don't really know. Is there like an etiquette? Is there like an etiquette? That is the wrong word. Is there a politeness about these timing videos? They should look different. What? No, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think I know where the project file is, but 20 minutes is 20 minutes, and everyone, judging by the chat, everyone, all of you, the whole group of 3 people, which each of you count very much. 20 minutes is a good time, not 45, which I would fizzle out essentially. So Dev uploaded a 20-minute one, Dan. You'd get some good watch time from Sprint streams. I was going to upload it. In fact, it might actually be uploaded, but just unlisted somewhere. However, I presumed that there was enough out there. So who would want to use my yellow, boring one when there's probably some far bubblier and brighter and happier ones to use? However, I suppose if you're writing a certain genre, you could use it. So yeah, maybe I will then. That might be it. Yeah, 20 minutes is perfect. Excellent. Love to hear that. I will start the next timer then, And even you've made some. Have you got like some? Is that I can't remember whether that's your intro or not. Have you got like a British flag one, a Union Jack timer? I can't actually remember, but yeah, I just feel like your channel I just associate with the flag so much. Which maybe that's what you maybe that's what you're intending. You've got quite a few. All right, I'll have to check them out then, mate. Let's get some inspiration as well. Because yeah, what's the price for that much? Yeah, nice. Emma, you can make timers. That's not the spirit. You can make them if you want. Just a bit of software on your computer. I'm sure you could probably even do it on your phone these days. To be fair, or maybe very kindly ask Richard, who seems to have a knack for it, in making all different ones. To maybe I'm putting Richard on the spot now. I'm only joking, Richard. You don't have to do that. But clearly, you know how to make the variety that I do not. So, but oh, did you? Oh, and she didn't accept. Oh, okay. Shannon made a cat theme one. Fair. Yeah, that I guess that beats it. Fair enough. Oh dear. Right, I am. Yeah, but you can still learn, Emma. It's not an excuse, mate. It's not an excuse. Come on, you could learn. You'd be fine. Just YouTube it. YouTube whatever it is you want to know, and you'll be yeah. That's why I do everything. Yeah, it tends to work out in the end, kind of. Right. Anyway, another 20-minute timer, and I will hopefully get this letter thing done and dusted because it's doing my head in. Right. I will see you guys on the other side. Hello, Eva. How are you today? I'm guessing, what, afternoon maybe where you are? Or maybe it is evening actually, half midnight. Hmm. Oh, sorry. Oh, the end. Yeah, I also had music in it, but the amount of times where I've listened to a timer and I've decided to mute it because I don't like the music. Um, I thought I have music at like the first 2 seconds of the timer and then it disappears because I just thought silence. You can't beat silence. But yeah, scary noises at the end. Yeah, but you've got your own typing noises, right, Richard, with your clunky keyboard that you use, which is how old? May you remind me? I do not like tactile keyboards. I prefer the silent, chiclet. I think is the right word. Keyboards where they're a little bit more flush. I won't show you my keyboard because you'll just vomit and you won't enjoy what I use because it's very basic and it's also wireless, which I mean also can offend people. 6:30 around your time. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's kind of, yeah. I don't actually. Yeah, that's about what I thought it was. I think. I am IBM Model M keyboard 1992. Yeah, that's older than me. Right. Yeah. Okay, you were right. Your keyboard is older than me, and it still works. Actually, did you say you got it not refined? Did you get it refurbished? Is that a thing? It's 1:30. Oh, I like shark. Whereabouts are you from? I like sharks, and thank you for joining the stream. 1:30. So you're an hour ahead. So could be any number of countries. I was about to take a guess, but I won't because my guesses are probably going to be wrong anyway. So it has a birthday. Yeah. Okay, another wow. But you don't use that keyboard all the time, do you, Richard? That's for like special occasions. Ah, Poland, nice. And I like sharks. Are you working on any projects this evening? What are you up to? Are you a writer? You're a reader? I'm currently editing and doing a very poor job of it as it stands. How did you do, Richard, on that sprint? And anyone else? Did we? Did we do okay? I feel like I'm doing quite bad, which is fine. That's it happens sometimes. Eva, what are you up to today? Are you up to much, or are you chilling? I feel like I've missed something in this chat. Oh yeah. Oh, that made me chuckle when you said the timer counts down and everything. That's yeah, that tickled me. That's quite funny. I didn't expect it, but yes, yeah, my timer it counts down, which is yeah, and it's got a little percentage bar, which adds the extra pressure. So as you say, pie chart next, and maybe a few other things just sprinkled on top to really up the ante and show you that you're not going to have much time left. I'm making a birthday present. What is the birthday present, if you don't mind me asking? That sounds interesting. I should work on a revision that I want to finish yesterday. I'll probably make tomorrow. Deadline. Okay. Got ya. Fair enough. You can move deadlines, right? That's kind of. I mean, I was about to say that's what deadlines are for, but that's exactly the opposite of what deadlines are for. However, I'm also the same. You can a day or two, as long as it's applying that pressure that's needed, then kind of works. It's fine. Hey Krampus, how's your evening going? What are you working on today? Yeah, Richard, how did you get on? Did you do any editing or writing? Actually, more so with your cleansing project. What's my deadline for Disarray? Why did you ask that? Why did you ask that? I don't know. I mean, I do know, but also I don't know. I roughly. I mean, obviously, I think I mentioned in another video. My deadline for Disarray was last year, which, as we can clearly see with me still working on it in September, is not going to happen this year either. I've overestimated myself and perhaps underestimated the amount of events that have occurred this year. But hopefully, Disarray was an apt name. It's so funny. Hey. Yeah, no, I have forgotten what I'm talking about. Oh, Disarray, that was it. Clearly my mind's in Disarray. Woohoo. Hello, Luca. I need to catch up on this chat in a second. I feel like I was about to say something. Oh yeah, deadlines for Disarray. So I'm editing at the moment. I would like to finish this edit within the next, oh God, put me on the spot. Within the next like month, and then get it out to some readers, some beta readers, and then I'll have it back, do another edit, and then next year I can send it to my editor, hopefully at the beginning of next year, for a late release next year. If all goes to plan, which, as it currently stands, it probably won't. But yeah, so late next year would be great for Disarray. But I mean, also I still have to make all the marketing stuff as well, and I'm just so slow. There's something wrong with me. Right, let's catch up on the chat before I talk myself into oblivion. I've been working on a custom campaign for Hotline Miami 2. Why do I know that game? Is that game kind of not old? Or maybe I'm thinking of the first Hotline Miami. I feel like... that's really showing my age. I feel like it was like 10 years ago I was hearing about Hotline Miami. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, is that like, is Hotline Miami 2 a new version, or was that the version I'm thinking of that was like 10 years old? I don't know. I could type it in, but I'm going to lose my trail of thought. Right. Yeah, you're tired. I can imagine. It's about time for sleep, isn't it? Writing little notes, decorating the present right now. It's just a mug for chocolate milk, some sweets and scented markers. Oh, that sounds nice. What kind of sweets? That's always interesting. I like the sour sweets. It's a very violent retro styled one. Yeah, that's kind of. Is there animals in it, or am I not? I could again just be totally not thinking. Just either I've missed your thing. Friday, my Friday deadlines are there on purpose, and it's just things for the weekend. Fair enough. Is that to have more of a relaxed weekend, either, or is that so if you get to Friday and you haven't done it, you have the weekend to quickly just catch up and pretend that didn't happen, so to speak? Because I mean, do I have a tendency to have a day? No, probably not a specific day. It's probably more. I tend to go for months, or more recently, years. Like that'll be a good year if I can get it. If I can get the book between that year and that year, that'll be great. So clearly, it's going to move further and further for me. So hopefully, I don't start using decades soon. But yeah, I need to kind of. Well, as Richard's question has decided to put into my mind, yeah, I need to actually work out a proper plan of what I'm doing. Hey ho. Yes, Animal Mask. Okay. Yes, I do know that game then. I feel like I met the developer ages ago in a different life. I mean, in the same life, but just I'm getting old. It feels like a different life. My daughter's name is Autumn. Just didn't write for me. Sour gummies. Apple picking. Always good. Make a nice apple crumble. Ooh, cider as well. Cider from the market. So like scrumpy cider. That's always nice. Although I get headaches from cider these days. These days, as if I drink it ever. Rarely. I drink it like cider. I think the last time I had a cider was like, I don't know. Must have been like February or something. It's not that often. But I do like a good scrumpy cider. Right. You're the world's worst drinker. Well, that's a good achievement. Or do you mean that as in you can have one and then that's it, you're done for? It's sweet. Nice. Funny enough, I know what sip you. I know what you meant. That's all good. Family tax priorities on the weekends. Still, can't be there. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's good to sort of divvy it up and sort of have blocked times for certain things. But yeah, as long as nothing else sort of gets abandoned when you do overdo the deadlines, that's all good. So at least you're getting on with it. That's cool. Not like me. Fizzy wine at Christmas. Fizzy wine at Christmas. Am I missing something? Fizzy wine at Christmas. Like bubbly? Like, is it Prosecco? Is that bubbly wine? Maybe that's, I don't know. Never pay, but champagne. Ah, okay. What's Prosecco? Is Prosecco just like, I'm sure Prosecco is fizzy. I might be making that up again. Don't know my drinks. I'm thinking of sour gummies now. Nice. I'll just make sure I haven't missed any comments. Hello, Luca. How are you doing this evening? What are you working on? Anything in particular? That was 2 questions. What are you working on? Anything in particular? What are you working on? If anything, in particular. That's kind of a question, half question. My marketing was very kind of you, Richard, to say that, but also my marketing took for ages, and I don't really plan on spending that long again on marketing because then my book will never be out. 2024 will be eventless for the most part. Yeah, I'm hoping so. 2023 has really taken the wind out of me. That's a weird phrase. Yeah, so hopefully, this next tail end of 2023 will be all good and smooth sailing. Prosecco is fake champagne. Oh, okay. Got ya. Fizzy wine. Yeah, so it's champagne, basically. That's, yeah. I mean, can you really tell the difference? I mean, you probably can, right? But does the difference really make that much difference? Getting drunk's drunk. Not that you drink to get drunk all the time, but like when the price difference, I'm pretty sure champagne is like however much. But yeah, milk straws. I always think old school milkshakes in school. Americans. Okay, milk straws. Dan, if you weren't drinking coffee or tea, what would you drink? Yeah, water, probably. Or sometimes I treat myself to a fizzy drink, maybe. I like all fizzy drinks. I like pretty much all drinks. That sounds really bad. Does it sound bad? I'm just not that fussy. I enjoy most drinks. But yeah, it tends to be a hot drink. Well, especially now winter's on the way. Not that stops me in the summer. I still had tea and coffee every day in the summer. So I'm saying that as if it actually changed what I did, but it doesn't. Metal glass straws. No, I prefer glass straws. Sorry, that was really high pitched. Glass straws. Have I even seen a glass straw? Is that a thing? Why would you have a glass straw? Metal I can get because I get annoyed at the paper straws. And the paper straws, yeah, they're fine for like the first 10 seconds. And then they turn to mush. And then you can't drink your drink because the straw is just died on you. So I prefer the metal ones. I can't say I've seen glass ones. Pricey. Such covered in silicone. Are we still talking about straws here? That's a silicone covered straw. Am I getting? I don't know. That's not. Can you get that? I love Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Dr. Pepper's good. Dr. Pepper is filth. Rich. You can't say that. I like Dr. Pepper, but then I like Coke, and I like Pepsi, and I like all the other drinks. Oh, oh my goodness. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I like all of them. But yeah, paper straws, man. Oh, hey Ben, I'm just like reading your comments as if it's completely normal that you've always been here. How are you doing? What's your evening like? He says as it gets on for 1 o'clock. Yeah, no. Paper straws. I know why they're doing it. Obviously, plastic is bad, but like I prefer metal straws. I mean, we have metal straws at home because when we get given paper straws from, I don't know, if we order a takeaway, we just chuck the paper straws in the recycling and then get the metal straws out and use them because paper straws are stupid. That's a stupid thing, I think, personally. I can see why you do it, and you get away with it if you're like, okay, now I fancy a drink, I'm going to put it in and drink all of my drink. That tends to work out okay, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Right. Yeah, I'm on the side of. Where are we? Yeah, but I miss Dr Pepper. Oh, I haven't had caffeine in a long time. That's what's such a. Oh right, is that a reason for that in terms of keeping away from caffeine? I know someone that just keeps completely away from it because it makes them like chatter. Chatter? Is chatter the right word? I don't know. Anyway. Just don't try to recycle your straws. These are machines. Okay. It's costing more than they were. There you go. Europe. Dr. Pepper, different taste. Well, yeah, I mean, the taste of Dr. Pepper has changed. I don't know how long ago it changed, but it's definitely changed from back in my day when I was a kid. It definitely tasted different. But hey ho, I'm guessing. I think they put like sweeteners in now instead of like sugar. Like half the drinks are like sugar free, and it's like, I'll have sugar, please. Please don't take the sugar out. But hey ho, I guess a mix of both is fine. But I don't drink fizzy drinks too often anyway. I definitely have more of an issue with how much tea and coffee intake I have. He says drinking coffee now at God knows what time. Same reason plastic bags, market being banned with places. It's a weight thing. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't. Well, I think they have plastic bags, but you pay for them now in the UK. I think. But I mean, when I go to the shops, I have the for life bags. Either they're like made of like tougher plastic instead of the weak plastic, or they're like made out of the, I want to say, canvas. Maybe, I don't know. Wow, what a fascinating conversation. Which I can't go nearby with a car. Yeah. See, yeah, okay. That's a pain if you don't have a car then. America's a lot bigger than the UK though, so I guess that's why that's. Don't you have like a rail network at least? I have no idea in terms of transportation for America. That's a topic that's a topic that I don't think I've ever thought about until just this second. So, cherry Coke is excellent. Yeah, but cherry Coke, Richard, ain't that the same as Dr Pepper, mate? I don't know. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it tastes even better. You can't recycle tea bags either. They're compostable, aren't they? Tea bags, maybe. Yeah, sugar. Gotta love that sugar. I mean, gotta not love that sugar, but I do like it really. I thought my drinks corn syrup. Man, this conversation. Oh, good lord. I have no idea about any of this. No, cherry Coke is not the same. Yeah, but you know it probably is. Richard, I think you're telling me if we blindfolded you and gave you two drinks, you could tell which one was the cherry Coke. And actually, I think I probably could as well, to be fair. Case in point. Never mind. Medical service, yeah. Okay, so Irish Dr Pepper is better than the UK one. When I go to Ireland, I will pick up some Dr Pepper and see. Clearly, the rules are different, so I guess for the food and drink between the countries. Where are we? Man, this chat keeps jumping. Like, I keep scrolling, and it's like, so I think someone must write a comment, and it goes, and then I don't know where I am anymore. Tea bag contains plastic. Tea bags contain plastic. I can't say that I've thought about that before. I presumed that they were just paper, and that they could just be compostable. That's a word. That's a word. It's fine. I know words. We've very limited network passenger trains. Okay. Ugh. Oh, these are cheap, but it just takes out several thousand hours of your day, or multiple days or weeks by the sounds of it, to get anywhere. That's a bit of a pickle. Bags for life. About a week. Tesco's. Yeah. Yeah. Pessimistic about your life. Yeah. I think they're probably more on that side, but I know what you mean. They really don't last. I had it must have been a couple of months ago now, but the handle the join of the handle to the bag ripped, and obviously now I can't. Now to use the bag, you have to like grip the entire top, and you can't use it properly. So that bag for life clearly has I'd outlived it. So hey ho, it's just and you pay for them as well. So can you return them for a refund? Maybe, I don't know, or maybe a swap. Maybe they would do that. Maybe you said you could swap it within 30 days. I don't know. Dr. Pepper Cherry did it first and confirmed it tastes the same. There is a Dr. Pepper Cherry. I thought Dr. Pepper was kind of cherry-y anyway. Cherry-y. Coke with grenadine. Can't tell which is which. Pepsi's sweeter. Not in a good way. I haven't had Pepsi in a while. I think I know what you mean though. I don't know whether I would. Well, I don't know. One, I don't know if the ingredients are the same over here, but I tend to find Pepsi's bubblier or fizzier than Coke. But also, then I'm more of the team of I like to drink drinks from a can, or from a can and you put it into a glass and still drink it. I feel like I enjoy the metal taste, the metallic taste, which is probably really bad, but yeah, like lead lined probably. Oh, that good stuff. But I just feel like it tastes better. Not that that would ever put me off. If there's a bottle and a can, I don't really care. But generally speaking, you know, I tend to drink out of a can if I have the choice. Sugar Pepper's probably alcoholic. Yeah. Okay. Got ya. Yeah. That sounds good. Where are we with this? I think you use Canadian plastic now too. Oh, sweet. No, we're not recyclable anymore then. Actually, plastic's recyclable, sort of, depending on the plastic, I suppose. Nice. Okay. Yeah, everything seems to contain plastic these days, including us. You replace the bags for life. I promise the first time I had a prime. Oh, that's that. Is that drink? That colourful drink? Might be out of the loop with that stuff. What is it? Is it? I don't. It's not an energy drink, is it? Is it just like a flavour drink with bright colours? I don't know. No idea. I'm not in the loop with that. I just every time someone mentioned it, I was just thinking of Amazon Prime. So, but I think it's a drink, as you're saying. I just don't know whether it's an energy drink or not. Yeah, it's absolutely. What is something you view as absolutely American that isn't already a common thing? Think of as American. Is that a question, Eva? You don't have a question mark on the end. I was just thinking, is that a question for me? Because I honestly couldn't think of anything. But yeah, Dr. Pepper, strawberry cake, man, that's wild. I do not know. Oh, Lord, there's some wild flavors. Did these flavors even taste like the flavors? Prime is a YouTuber drink. I'm a YouTuber. Let's make a drink. No. Yeah, we can have. No, I'm not even going to go there. What am I doing? Prime is all sugar, right? Yeah, a gimmick. So it's just a sugar-filled drink. Prime's too hyped. Though found a bottle cheap for £2. I don't know. How big are the bottles? £2. Like a. Trying to. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's like you can't really gauge how. Anyway, yeah, £2 for a reasonable sized drink. Hopefully, then. Don't ask me who the YouTubers are. Richard, you're the editor. Logan Paul and KSI. I've heard of Logan Paul. Don't really know what he does. KSI, I know KSI. Oh, right, so they basically got together and made some energy drinks and probably made loads of money out of it, I guess. So I just have to be careful because I see stuff around drinks. Big E numbers. Ah, yes, E numbers. They can do all sorts of crazy stuff, can't they? E numbers. Get massive migraines. Ill. Yeah, you don't want that. I gave up caffeine abruptly due to some health issues being unrelated. Ah, okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you cut it out because you thought it was related, and then haven't really felt the urge to sort of go back to it, which is good. I mean, caffeine's not great for you. just I just have it all the time. But yeah, no, it's maybe I should consider such a thing in terms of whittling down my intake because it tends to build up sometimes, even though you don't mean it. You know, it's just another one. 500 ml. I'm looking around as if I've got a bottle. 500 ml. That is like a what energy drink? Because Red Bulls aren't 500 ml, are they? They're like Red Bulls are like really small. Is Monsters? They're quite big. They're red. They're 500, aren't they? Okay, 500, £2. You know, I guess that's an okay price. Don't really know. I do not like Red Bull. I like Red Bull, and I like, well, again, I've said I like almost all drinks because I have something wrong with me, and clearly, so yeah, I haven't. I mean, Monster has like 2,000 different flavors, so I try. I think I mean, I have not had Monster in years, 10 years maybe since it first came out. I don't really go for the massive, big energy drinks. I think Red Bull, if I was to buy one, would probably be the one I go to if I was to buy one. But then coffee and tea tend to do it anyway for me. So yeah, if it was after an energy drink, jet fuel drinks. Yeah, maybe it is made out of jet fuel, mate. It's not good. But I mean, if it works, right, and if it gets your book edited, which is pending for a minute, quite clearly, whilst we talk about energy drinks. But yeah, I should probably get to a sprint in a second. What was going down? Yeah, so you crash quite hard with it, I suppose. If you just like take 180 grams of caffeine in one go with an energy drink, or however many grams there are in it. My daughter has a fridge with Monster in it. All right, nice. Standard. What flavors? Because I mean, I always see them and they look really nice. Like the bottles, you just got like a variety of like different colors and flavors, and there's like textured ones, and like there's all sorts, and it makes it really appealing to want to buy one. But then obviously I see the price tag and I'm like, I'm good, thanks. I'll leave it. But yeah. Prime tastes like if they got the flavouring from slushies. Really? Well, that's interesting because I actually like slush puppies. They are slush puppies. I had one the other day and paid far too much for it because at the end of the day, it's ice with syrup. But I really enjoyed it, and I haven't had one in a while. So it's usually something you save for when you go to the cinema and you buy a slush puppy. But okay, so they taste like slush puppies, but they're just the whole drink is essentially the flavor. That sounds quite strong, if it is, because slush puppies are quite strong with their flavor. Yeah, are they quite vivid in color then as well? Do they look like pure syrup in the bottle? Um, what is it? Oldest thing here, bison drink. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're forcing your body to. Yeah, your body wants to go to sleep. Like mine wants to go to sleep, but here I am drinking coffee because that's apparently just what I want to do. Um, and I'm not actually doing my editing, so you could just chew coffee beans. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure that. Take my earphone out. I'm not sure that would be super bitter. I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? You have coffee, but then you add the milk and things to sweeten it up to mask the flavour, but still have, the caffeine out of it. So, where are we here? Kool-Aid. Never actually had Kool-Aid. That's an American thing, right? I'm guessing it's juice. Blue raspberry. Yeah, blue raspberry. That's slush puppy. Krampus, glowberry, lemonade, metamoon, lemon lime, tropical punch, blue raspberry, orange, grape, ice pop, strawberry, watermelon. Also KSI. You talking about monster flavors or prime flavors? Maybe actually, you must be talking about prime flavors. Yeah. Interesting. Looks like coconut milk. You could just choose. Yeah, why is 10% coconut milk? Oh, interesting. Flavored sugared water. Okay, yeah, got ya. Right, I don't think I've missed any comments. Wow, okay. Talk about drinks. Yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued by Prime now, but I know it gets a lot of hate. So, and I mean, if there's no real substance to it in terms of caffeine, then I guess I would feel like it's a pointless drink in that regard. But then I suppose fizzy drinks are all just pointless drinks, right? It's what you enjoy. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it has been the thing. Richard was actually going to go to bed, I think, a while ago, and I decided I would give streaming a go, and here we are. Anyway, right, yes, let's go and do a 20-minute timer, and I will see you guys in, well, funny enough, 20 minutes. Right, how did everyone get on with that sprint? I actually didn't do too badly. I managed to get away from that letter that I was editing in the book. And I am a few pages down from that now, so I'm clear of it. Thankfully. Is the volume on? Is the volume on the timer too loud? I can't hear it. I actually don't have any sound on this side, so I was just keeping an eye on it. So it scared the crap out of me. Got me to in a good way. What? So is it too loud? I can turn it down. I can turn it down, guys. Don't worry. I can do that. I don't want it to be an annoying timer, that's for sure. But I thought maybe the thump would be nicer than like some high pitched thing. Maybe I could be entirely wrong though. It could be worse. You're still here, Richard. Richard, you can go to bed. Honestly, it's you don't have to stay up. 308 words added. Nice one, mate. That's it. You're stacking up the words then. I really want to get back to writing. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it. Okay, well, just say if it does need turning down again. This is the first stream, so I need to adjust things if they aren't working as expected. But yeah, 398 words for you, Inka. Wow. Also, hello, Inka. I think you dipped in just as we were on timer. What are you working on this evening or morning, however you would like to look? I'm looking down at the time, however you want to look at the time. 398 words. Nice. I mean, all this word count makes me want to get back to writing, not editing. Is that why you're having that cleansing exercise, novella, Richard, to sort of, get back into the swing of things and have that? Because I do fancy just writing. I'm so done with editing, even though I'm not done with editing. I'm so done with it. It'll be over with before we know it. It'll be fine. Paranormal serial for my subscription. Ah, okay, nice. What sort of subscription? What platform? Because I am. Is that? Oh, I so don't know it. But there's an Amazon thing, isn't there, that does stuff like series? I could be completely wrong. I'm really not in the loop with these sorts of things. So maybe that, or it could be for your subscription for Kindle Vella. Oh, is it US only? Okay, that explains why I haven't really seen much of it then. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Not Vella. Oh. Okay, not Vella, but that Vella is what I was thinking of. Oh right, okay. So what platform are you doing it on? Is it like your own Patreon type thing, or anything like that? Plenty of skydiving. Ooh, yeah, no thanks. Yeah, no, I'm letting it sit in the drawer for a bit before I press it. Yeah, that's fair enough. And also, yeah, I really need to get this round of editing done, but I really do want to read it, Richard. So I have not forgotten. It is there. I just need to, get myself in order in terms of this Disarray edit, and then once I can. Oh, I don't think I answered your question earlier, actually. Now I think about it, it will be paperback again because it's all set up on Amazon. I might as well print the beta versions of the book because it's just nice to read it in that format, and it points things out that you might otherwise not have actually. You've linked my coffee. You didn't need to do that. It just having the physical book, even though it's a beta, is just. I don't know. It's nice to see the progress, and also in my case, it will be shrinking from the alpha version of the book. It'll be even smaller because I am. What have I cut? Like it was 12,000 words originally that I've cut, but obviously since then I've been doing even more, which I really don't want to cut any more out. But that just seems to be the way that it's going. So hopefully I can still keep it. What is it on now? I'm on 81,500 words, so I think I'll probably cut out another 1,000 since tallying up that I'd lost 12,000. So if I can just keep it above the 80 mark, it'll still be slightly bigger than Displaced. Slightly. We'll see. It's fine. It's fine. This is on Ream Stories. It's an alternative to Patreon that was made just for authors. I did not know this. I will be sure to check that out because I am blissfully unaware of that. So I need to, yeah, maybe I'll give that a little look too. So, and that's to do with like series or serializing a book in that sort of sense. I've probably completely taken the wrong thing out of it, but okay. Similar to Vela, but not Vela, I guess, and also similar to Patreon, as you said. I'm literally just trying to guess what it is when I could quite easily just, you know, go on and actually have a look. But I will check that out. Thank you for that. I'm a big, yeah, printed beta. They are just nice, man. Printed beta copies are nice, even though you've got. I mean, yours says beta copy on it, but it was definitely an alpha copy. You'll have the beta copy, and then you'll have another early copy of the same book, and you'll just see it shrink and shrink until we actually get the final one out. Think of its gym terms. You're in a cut phase. Yeah, I'm in a cut phase. That's it. I mean, to be fair, I've never actually made that comparison. Funny enough, but yeah, no, okay, yeah, we're in the cutting phase of the book, so it will soon be time again to maybe switch it up. Yeah, so you know, well, yeah, it's. I'm getting on okay now. Now I've got past that letter bit that is moving a little bit. You were very insightful, Richard. That actually works. I feel like that works. At least for my mind, anyway. I'm like, yeah, okay, nice. Right. What is the time? It's 1:30. I'm gonna do one more because I think we had a very long chit chat earlier, and I feel like I need to catch up and try and get claim back the progress I thought I was going to make, which I didn't make, which is it's fine. It's all part of the fun, right? You don't have to do serials. You can do bonus material, physical merch, whatever you want. I was interviewed about it on SD Houston's channel. I will have to check that out. I have lots of catching up to do in terms of catching up with YouTubers and their videos, or author tubers and their videos. I am completely out of the loop with all of that because apparently that's just my style, and I just fall off the face of the earth regularly. So, but hopefully now my internet's up to it, live streams will keep me more attached to the ground. But okay, that's interesting. You don't have to do serials, but the bonus material and physical merch. That's it. So it's like. I was just going to compare it to coffee. I'm just like, Dan, just check it out. I'll check it out. Not on my sprint. I was going to say I'll check it out on my sprint. Maybe I will, but I shouldn't. I'm going to do my work on my sprint. But maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm trying to convince myself out of it, but I know I'm going to look now. So, hey ho. Right, I'm going to go straight back into it because it is getting late and I feel absolutely fine, but I'm more conscious of Richard, to be honest. Right, timer. bad. Where did I get to before I forget? We got to page 114. That's not bad. Almost halfway, finally. My goodness me. That really is taking a lot longer. But we're getting there. We are getting there. And that coffee's definitely wearing off. It's almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, okay. Richard's gone to bed. That's good. I think I kept him up, bless him, for an extra hour. So, whoops. Right. I just want to make a note. Inca. Oh, yep. How did you do? You have 411 words, and it made me jump again. I can turn it down. I don't want it frightening people. That sound, and yeah, again, I almost missed it actually when the time went off because I don't have any earphones plugged in. So I suddenly realised that it was at 0, and I don't think I was too far late. But yeah, so I'm missing the thump. But yeah, again, can be tweaked. Don't want to make people jump, especially so late at 2 o'clock. If you've got it coming out your speakers or something, it's probably not a good thing. But yeah, oh, 411. That's pretty good then. Not bad for 20 minutes. I wish I could write that fast. I'm terrible. Fair enough. How much do you have left to go with it in terms of like actual length? How far along? Headphones. Yeah, okay. So you kind of just chilling, and then suddenly it comes in and decides to be very rude and yeah, disrupt you. Sorry about that. Right, I'm there. Oh, I've actually added a few words on. That's nice. Good to see the word count go up a little bit. How long have I got left on this? Yeah, see, look, I've only got that much more to do, which is tragic, really. I'm probably, I reckon, let's see, I'm probably going to do one more sprint because I have 2 pages left on this chapter to edit, and it'd be really nice to just say for my own satisfaction that I'm done with that chapter, because in my wildest dreams I thought I was going to get far further than this, but it never happens, does it? So hey ho. I've started a new episode, so I'm about a third of the way in. Usually about 2. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a good length. I've never delved into sort of episodic serial stories before, but that sounds interesting. It sounds nicer in the sense that, I don't know, I felt, does it bring more satisfaction in the sense that you're writing something small, you write it, you edit it, you clean it up, and then you pop it out, and it's like the turnover rate is a lot quicker and higher than a whole book. Is it more satisfying, or is it more work than, in the sense that you've always then got to start again on the next one and write that one and sort of keep doing the cycle again and again? But no, it sounds like it would be more fruitful in just sort of own personal satisfaction. But then I suppose writing a big book is, in its own way, can be very satisfying once you get to that point and you release it. All the hard work, all those years that I've spent just wasting my time, not editing and such, marketing, it does pay off eventually. I know. But yeah, this is the first time I've done it, and yes, I get that dopamine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, sounds nice. I may have to give that a go because I'm just such a slow writer. Maybe shorter stories are my jam, where I can just, I said jam a lot this evening, I don't know why, on my thing, where at least maybe it'll only take me a couple months to write a short story instead of 3 years for a novel. I might have to look, and I did look at the website. It looks really interesting, so I'm actually going to have it's going to go on the list as things to use in the future and to do once I get out of this series that I'm currently in, which I'm going to be in apparently until forever at my current rate. But hey ho. Right. Okay. It's 2 o'clock. I know it's 2 o'clock. Lord help me. I'm going to do another sprint. I've got like 2 pages left on this chapter, and it would really annoy me if I went to bed and didn't do that. 2.5 pages. Okay. It's fine. I can do that. Editing. What's editing? Nothing. It's fine. Right. So I will start the timer again, and we will crack this off, and then hopefully the coffee will have all gone out of my system, which I don't think it will have, but it will then be bedtime. But we'll see. Right, so where is it? Where's the timer gone? I've moved my screens around. Ooh. Right, there it is. Right, that is it. I've finally finished that chapter. I'm now on a new chapter which I've started because I thought whilst there was still a few minutes there, I might as well start the next one because that will make tomorrow a little bit easier. But it is almost 2:30, so I'm going to call it there for this stream. Thank you for joining me and for chatting, and I will try to make this more of a regular occurrence because it actually gets me to focus. Maybe it'll be a little bit earlier next time though, because 2:30 is it is rather late. But then again, there's no distractions because everything in the house is done throughout the day, so it's just that time of night that it tends to happen. But yes, I will. There's really no schedule, but I mean, it's probably more likely going to be on a weekend when I get to doing this next. But I might try to write up some sort of schedule to put in place, so it's at least a little bit more regular. Because I know YouTube does not notify you, as Inka said. It tends to, tends to not, which is not very helpful if you're looking out for a stream. But yes, thank you guys for joining, and I will see you soon.